Oh, wait. I got to do it now. Wait. This is going to be funny. Wait. You ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another power episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we shall be discussing who? We're going to talk about White Boy Tommy, as we talk about Season 2, Episode 7. I want to start with Shanti. I feel like she had a lot more shine this episode. We saw her in different lights. So I like to start with her. Does anyone have anything to say about Shanti's situations?
I thought that the first scene where she's smacking somebody up once again, I guess her corner boy or her second in command or what have you, she's showing that she's playing a long game. We don't know what that long game necessarily is, but yeah, she has plans that she's very close-lipped about. So I think that what we've been saying about, her being kind of like a wolf in sheep's clothing is going to come to fruition. Like, I don't know if she's just staying with Jannard until the perfect opportunity or what have you, but she has a long game, and I don't know how long this whole thing with her and Claudia is gonna last.
All right, that's anybody else have theories about Shanti's role in this? All right, Kim, well, what you got? I see a hand. What's up?
Well, I mean, I told you guys that Shanti was in it for the long haul. I said that. She's using Jannard to get in there deeper, right? She had an attitude with Tommy when Tommy first got in there. She still hates Tommy, but she's going to use him, right? Just like she's using Claudia. And I knew when she was listening to Claudia and Gerard talking, I was like, this bitch, you could see the wheels turning in her mind on what she was planning. So Jannard, I mean, I don't know if Jannard is long for this world, because I feel like Shanti will take him out just to get rid of him, so that she can pretty much take his place, basically. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she has a problem with that. I think she's using him, and because his mind is so revengeful to get Tommy, he's gonna get caught slipping. Now, if they want to save Jannard, of course, all of a sudden Diamond is gonna find out what Shanti's plan is, and then Shanti's gonna get the bullet, right? Let's hope that doesn't happen, because to me, that's not good storytelling. Shut up. Excuse me. That's not good storytelling.
I absolutely agreed. As commented.
That's what I got.
All right, Chris, any thoughts on Shanti? If not, it's okay.
No, I mean, I knew they were going to eventually give us a scene or scenes, I guess, in this one where she had the shit like turn on her Hulk mode on her Incredible Hulk side. I'm sorry, I thought it was kind of funny. I was just like, realistically, nah, man. But okay, I get it. You're a boxer, but like you look like $110 at that. But whatever, you know what I mean? I get it. Got to do it for the show. But I'm like, but okay, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm sorry. I think she's going to catch a bullet, though. I think she is going to catch a bullet. I mean, for one, I mean, Claudia is not in the best of terms with anyone right now. Especially with her brother. So essentially, just being associated with Claudia alone is not good for business at the moment. And I think because of her, I mean, yeah, I guess you kind of saw segments of her like kind of turning a little like turning this way, I guess, towards Jannard or whatever, in the sense of her becoming this I'm gonna do whatever I want type deal. But this episode was so freaking sharp for me that it made me think. I was like, okay, like the next couple episodes or whatnot, I mean, she's going to become a problem to the point where Gennard really probably is going to have to kill her. You know what I mean? I just think that's just what's going to happen. You know, I feel like that's how, at least that's how they're going to write it, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I really got, really, for this.
I know all of us, we had hopes for Shanti that she was, you know, again, undercover. I totally disagree at this point, especially with this episode. She defended Gennard at every turn. The reason she whooped her man's ass was because he was talking about Gennard, right? And then Claudia said, do not tell Gennard or anyone about this. This is our operation. And she immediately goes home and it's like, baby, look, baby, we got money. Look, she's the jewelry that Gennard stole from her for drugs, and then returning it, she's like, oh baby, like he bought her something. I was like, no, y'all, like she is dedicated to her man to a fault, and she will die for it. This is no master plan. If she gets killed, it's because she tries to kill Tommy like she told Gennard, or she gets killed taking a bullet for Gennard. But y'all, we're putting too much effort into this character. Like, I promise you, she is what she appears to be. She's like that go-to chick, you know what I'm saying, that will be with you no matter what. There's nothing Gennard can do for her to turn on him at this point. Like, I mean, short of beating her, which I don't think it's gonna come to that. But
so she's a ride or die chick, right? Is that what it is? Remember that song?
She's I told you, she's to be on the shine. She's ride or die no matter what. When she was happy to see her jewelry back, and he didn't even say sorry for taking it. Please note, he didn't say I'm sorry, right? He was like, hey girl, anywho, let me tell you about this plan. And she's like, oh baby.
You know what that scene reminds me of?
Why do you gotta see her titties? I'm tired of this.
You guys see David. Everyone.
What man is tired of seeing titties? Wait, what?
The very first scene, we got to see titties, and that's what happened. The very first thing we in the show was
no. So
yeah, can we speak on that? Because the first scene when the episode started, I was like, I wanted the soundtrack to be Jaheim just in case, because I was like, after last week's episode ending with Holly, I was like, okay, so she's dead. He's just getting one in just in case she don't make it home tonight.
Wow.
That's funny.
That's funny. Yeah.
We got Shanti. Shanti is the Effie of Force. S.J. Smith, no. I agree with you. She's she's that go-to no matter what Tariq does.
No,
Effie
no. But Effie backstabbed Tariq. Okay, Shanti would not do that.
You're right. I'm sorry, Kim. You're right. She's Diana.
She's the Lauren, the one that will leave witness protection.
I was just like, you're right though. Like Effie had a brain. Effie's the one that comes up with grand plans to take over the business.
Effie is smarter than Shanti.
Yeah, we're giving Shanti too much credit to be compared to Effie. Because I'm telling you, man, she about Gennard. That's it, 100%. She beat up a man for telling her the truth. You are dickmatized, lady. And she's like, you better not ever talk about Gennard or me. I was like, come on, girl. I believe that Shanti will take out what's her name? Maria to her time. Let's talk about. I want to talk about Maria and these. One, I like this episode. I know we have a tendency to focus on the plot holes. I actually like this episode because they actually
Chris, I'm right with you.
The one time we don't do positives.
No, I like this episode because Tommy actually did drug dealing. Like we actually saw, and he's trying to enact his plan that he's been talking about in episode 1, which was the coalition of drug dealers, which basically what they did in season 1, and actually did it better in season 1. But he's actually trying to make it something, right? Like we're coming back to that, and I actually like that. I mean, for a positive, it's no JP or DMAC or the other shit. Like it was like let's get this coalition of drug dealers together. So I really like that in particular. But that being said, so Tommy's grand scheme is to take the Serbs customers basically, and then present himself to Miguel / Shay to be like, I now control all these drug dealers, so therefore, why don't you just make Shay? Why don't you just work with me? Like, you don't need Miguel. Is what we're doing. Hold on, you need help? So, what do you think this plan is going somewhere? I mean,
no, because if it's the cartel, you come in that room. Yeah, okay, that's what you're offering. I can kill you, and then Miguel will take over your organization. You know what I mean? Under brute force, and you've done all of the legwork, and now we just come in and we're in charge. We're just management now. Thank you for doing all the work for us. That's in real life, but in the show, there will be some sort of negotiation or discussion to be had, which I don't see why people would fall into that trope of, wanting to talk everything out and like, it's easy. I can just kill you and take everything. What leverage do you have? He hasn't even met Shay yet.
Well, and that's my problem. You don't even know who Shay looks like. I'm pretty sure at this point, but somehow he's gonna get in a room with Shay, and I'm like, how are we gonna get there? Like, between here and there. But what we got? Miguel will be greedy, just like his grandfather, who we don't know. We got some random story about their family history. I'm like, in Mexico. It would have been nice if the Mexico story somehow brought up Lobos or the Jimenez family or something, to be like, you remember what happened to so-and-so when they were fucking around with somebody named Tommy Egan? Like,
so are you saying that all Mexicans are related?
I'm saying cartel leaders should know each other a little bit. Yeah. Like, so I'm just like, Lobos and Jimenez were like big cartel dealers in Mexico. Right, so at least Lobos was on TV getting arrested with Tommy. Like, there's something to pull from, is what I'm saying. If Tommy Egan's name is in everybody's mouth,
if Dante can bring up the connection, why can't Che be able to tell Miguel, or Miguel be able to mention it to Che, and then be able to connect the dots?
At least Lobos. That is documented. It's not that far-fetched, and then it would be something like, well, we need to worry about him, saying, like, what happened, like that sort of thing. It just seemed like a big hole. We're gonna talk about Mexico for some reason. I don't know. I believe that Claudia will take out at least. What's up?
I was saying, like, as far as him telling Abuela that he's 1 or 2 steps ahead, I'm like, I don't understand how he doesn't know that Maria has a new car and it's right outside.
Thank you, Jamani. That irritated the fuck out of me. Like, how did you not see her car
but in the same token, right? Tommy can spot feds, but can't see Jannard is parked right in front of his house when he opens the door for Maria.
All right.
He wasn't looking. No. He was not even. His eyes were completely on Maria. He wasn't looking around to see who was out. He was distracted, which is what people want him to be, right? Distracted. Maria is distracting him from what's going on around him. So that I think that was on purpose. That was written that way on purpose. He's not seeing what's going on because he's focusing on her. And that's why he can't be in 2 worlds. Can't be in love with her because it takes his focus away from what's really happening in the streets. He told Tariq that. Remember, you can't have both. You can only have one. And so eventually, Maria's unfortunately gonna have to go.
I hope they don't kill her like everybody else. Like, I hope this goes a different direction.
Episode 8 is next, and that's when Gloria died.
Fuck, David. You know this.
What's up, Chris?
I just said she did as fuck, and you know this.
I hear you. But again, somebody said it. I hope Shanti kills her or something. It just can't be Tommy. Like, that's too obvious.
Shanti's too low of a character.
It's not going to be Tommy. It might be Shanti, like someone said in the chat. I think it might be Shanti. Yeah, and that would hurt Tommy. for
No,
sure.
I don't think. I think we're what the worst thing that I fear is that is going to be Miguel trying to get at Tommy,
Yeah,
and she gets killed in a crossfire,
it's gonna be a
just
straight-
like
straight
Gloria did.
Yeah.
That would be
I mean, I'm
good
about to say,
writing,
we already saw that scene.
Jamani.
Yeah, but and that's the problem is that we've seen that 50 million times, so this would be 50 million and one, in a sense. So that's I don't
that would
Maybe,
be.
maybe
But also,
Janai.
I'm saying I
this-
fear that. I'm not saying I want it. I'm just saying that I fear that they will repeat and do it again.
Yeah, I don't think it won't be Shanti because I hate to just say it like this, but Shanti's so low. Like you guys, one of y'all was saying that Shanti's going to kill her boo thing. That ain't happening. I hate to just say it, but she's just too low in the totem pole to just take out someone like that. That's just not going to happen. As far as I mean, she's on IMDb. She's kind of second bill actress in a sense. So I don't think they would. They don't do that stuff in shows like this. I don't. I just don't.
I mean, so
now I do agree
Shanti
with
kills
DeMarcus with
Maria.
the whole thing about Claudia killing Elise. That happened. The moment that
That's
Elise
definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, when Elise
Yeah.
like, oh, this is between us, or whatever. This whole thing between us, like, oh, gotta go. It's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm definitely that car thing. Thank you, Jamani. That car thing really irritates shit out of me. But I feel like the whole Miguel situation of, oh my God, if he sees us together, he'll kill us both. I think this would have played better if Maria was his girlfriend or his wife, not his sister. It just seems wrong. And I mean, because one, he was begging one for his insulin last week because somehow she's the only one that can give a shot. He's not going to kill a sister over having a boyfriend. That's ridiculous. Now killing Tommy, absolutely.
He
Like,
has
that makes
He
sense.
already did that. He killed.
Yeah.
He already killed somebody.
Yeah.
That was her boyfriend.
Exactly.
That was one of his men. Remember, she said that.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
He's already
that
done it.
makes more sense. He's like, he'll kill us both. I'm like, again, unless you was his wife or his girlfriend, that makes sense. Like, that makes sense. For her to be like, my life is in danger if he finds out I got a boyfriend, that's no.
Hey, what you're saying is you're saying because that don't make sense. So, I mean, just like only one person can give you the insulin makes sense, and you're dying because that one person's there to give you.
My point is,
I can completely see it because it's gonna be like Kanan and Sean because it'll be like, oh, you had no problem giving me the insulin before, but now since you've gotten with Blanco, now you are second guessing giving me the shot. You're not for the family. Everything, you're disloyal. I have to take care of you and him before he has poisoned you and you become a problem within the family and the organization.
She might
Hey, I have a question.
The grandma's going to take her out. Grandma's going to take her out.
What's up?
But I have a question. Why would Miguel? That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Why would he come to Tommy's house? This made no sense to me. Okay, if you're the boss, you're the head guy, right? You have all these guys behind you. You came to Tommy's house alone. Yeah. There was no backup. Tommy is not someone that you walk around and come in his house and be by yourself. You should at least have a dude outside or at least one dude in there with you. It didn't make any sense to me. I was like, why is he at Tommy's house again?
And he usually
Tommy. It's to make it more tense, Kim. That's why.
Yeah, but it was ridiculous. It didn't make sense. I could see him.
I mean, well, no, like to your point, Kim. Ask basic questions. How the fuck do you know where I live? Like, when did this become a thing? Do you have somebody tracking me? I mean, like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there was no questions like that. There was none of that. Tommy should have been like, how the hell did you know where I live? Like, what the? None of that.
Or you ask the sister, how the fuck does your brother know where I live? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, hey, Diamond, how does your connect know where I live? Like,
I honestly think that maybe, I know the feds put a tracking device on Tommy. I think maybe Miguel has some type of tracking device on Maria, like on her phone or something. Because I think he might know that they're fucking. Because why did he all of a sudden pop up at Tommy's house?
Again, this could be another scene that was filmed and they cut it off, so we don't see the scene where somehow. And I'm like, and we're trying to play catch up because this doesn't make any sense. And no, the feds The feds did not put a tracker on his car,
Yeah.
which is why they're conveniently not there when he's like meeting with Diamond every other day. But they should have. They should have. Like they got the fingerprints. But like I'm like,
Well, I'm sorry, Vic wasn't Vic supposed to do that? Vic was supposed to put the tracker on Tommy's car, right?
Vic was supposed to get his phone number. That's what he's.
No. Vargas gave him a tracker in the park. He gave him the necklace, which is the mic, and then he gave him a tracker. He said, "Put this tracker on top."
Yeah. David, when they both got up, he said, "Oh, by the way, we also need you to also put the tracker on his car." Yeah. He did say it was like a last minute thing, and that's why Vic gave him that look. Like, dude, what the hell? Like, you keep giving me all this stuff. You know what I mean?
So let's get into that. So Victor actually killing this cop. I hope this means something. I hope this goes somewhere because.
Like what, an
Seamus
investigation
has never been mentioned by anybody ever again.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris?
You mean like an investigation? Is that what you're hoping for here, brother?
Just acknowledge his death. They'll do
that.
Okay,
they'll be like, yeah, where is he?
An investigation. Just acknowledge his death.
No, this is what they're going to do. Tommy.
Yeah, that's
Tommy
something. If they at least do that. Oh, hey, where's so and so?
Did he jump? I think
he jumped. Yeah, David, your internet is freaking you jump.
Yeah, you just did like you did flashback. You did like Barry Allen right now, dude. What the hell was that? I was like, what? I was like, I didn't even say it yet. And David's already
Flash now. He's the Flash.
Yeah, it's like he went forward and then came right back. I was like, the hell was that? And then David just mid sentence. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh God. Yeah. No, what I was saying, which I thought you were answering, but I guess not. No, I was just saying, no, what will probably have happened is Tommy and Vic are going to probably create some fake little either like a little like a I'm going to see my grandmother note and give it to the cops, and it just be like, hey, this guy went out of town to see his daughter or some shit. I don't know. You know how they do in these shows, man. You know, or it's going to be a suicide note, but even though they're not going to acknowledge how ridiculous it is that he got shot 2 times in the chest and once in the freaking eye, you know, it's going to be talked about, David, in like an episode where he's like, "Have you seen him?" or whatever, and then that's it. I'm just saying.
I think Stacy's husband is going to get in her ass when he finds out that Vargas died.
Stacy, what? Stacy? Okay.
Stacy. Shut up, Chris. I didn't mean it that way.
Okay.
I did not mean it that way. Anyway.
He's going to get in there. Probably will. He probably will.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it that way. But I feel like that he's going to, because he is a detective, right? He is a street guy. And, you know, he's going to be like, if you would have just let us run the ops the way we wanted to run the ops, and not put so much, you know, pressure and stuff on Vic, this probably wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think the detective knows what he's doing as far as running ops. And I believe the other guy, I don't know what his role is. I guess I'm not paying attention. Is his name Tucson or Tusing? The other gentleman that's in the room with him.
He's the other prosecutor. He's the other prosecutor.
Oh yeah.
Okay. But nobody's listening to Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He's working with Stacy, but like Stacy's like is in charge though, like because she's the one who said no, this is my case or something like that. But he's the prosecutor.
She's barreling over them, right?
Oh,
because of her own. And it's quite annoying in my opinion. It's like, relax, bitch. You don't know what you're doing, right? You've never done this type of work before. Allow other people on the task force to do what they do best, right? She's not doing that. And so they're going to blame her. And I believe her husband's going to really get into her about you. It's your fault Vargas is dead because you wouldn't like pull back the reins a little bit. You have to allow them to work this, right? It can't be rushed. And that's what she's doing. She's trying to rush it because, you know, for her own reasons. So
I kind of partially agree. Like, I understand what you're saying about Stacy 100%, but Vargas, no, he didn't know how to do his job properly because they said
no. I'm not saying Vargas. No. Well, I'm not saying Vargas was doing a great job. But what I'm saying is, if the detective is telling Vargas what to do, how to do it, it would have been better than Stacy trying to, rush everything and force she's telling Vargas what to do. I think the detective should have been the one to tell him what to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But as far as Vargas, Vic told him a few episodes back, you're too close. He's like, I know you got to trust that I know what I'm doing, and he got caught this episode. So I'm like, he did not know how to trail from far back so that he's not revealed or seen. He was too obvious. He was too pushy. I'm like, especially when he mentioned that you could save even my daughter's life. I was like, you think that's motivating to Vic? Like he's gonna save some cops' kid's life, or like by stopping drug? It just did. Like I was like, yeah, you're about to die, or something happened to that kid, or something. Like you knew it was very ominous after that.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of.
I thought that conversation was kind of ironic because he's like, again, they're blaming Tommy for the fact that someone shot at him and killed that little girl, when they actually gave immunity to the man who killed that little girl, so they could get their hands on Tommy. I'm like, what? Like Tommy was the victim in that particular situation. Of the 5 people he's murdered, they haven't actually connected. Where's Chicken George at? Like, why is he not working with
Chicken Wing?
What are you saying, Chicken George? Chicken George is racist. Well, I guess Chicken.
I was like, Chicken Wing needs to be out there giving some kind of evidence on something, bro. Like, what you talk about that detective? Like, her husband hasn't done shit. Like, he's not investigated anything that of anything. Like, why is he even on this show at this point?
Yeah, I'm like, she said, I thought she has her task force, and she said, I tapped you to kind of be like, I'm in charge of the office, and you're like, I thought he was in charge of like the field. But
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
He's not.
But he's not in charge.
The episode. Because she's not letting him. It's not because he doesn't want to. She is not letting him. Guys, if you pay attention, Stacy is bombarding everybody. She's running over them like this is how it's gonna be, and this is how I'm gonna run. She needs to stop.
I understand why she's doing that, because the DOJ, it's always shit rolls downhill. So it's a matter of they're putting pressure on me, so I'm putting pressure on the next person. That's just typical in a bureaucracy. But they're mad about the project shooting. Vic comes and says it was the Serbs. That story checks out. But yet we still want Tommy. Why? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. Like that's my problem. Like, they're connecting this thing to be like, okay, if you know the Serbs did it, why are you not trying to investigate the Serbs and tie them to this massacre that sent people to the hospital and blew up buildings? Like, none of this is being investigated, like at any level. And then why are they talking about the Project Fires like it just like this happened? Like this time of year, the projects just catch on fire. Like, no one's bringing up the fact that the houses were burned down by drug dealers, and they get Diamond to speak at it.
Yeah, I'm saying, wait. I understand the whole Diamond thing, right? But I'm saying I don't understand it just like you. But I'm saying, let's go to the project.
On the surface, right?
Let's back up for that. How is it that he's uniting a coalition of drug dealers, and Vic is telling this to them, and they're like, oh, well, we have to stop it. There's no violence on the coalition side. They're not coming in and killing people with brute force and saying, either, get down or lay down. It's a matter of they're just talking and people are joining. And the opposition is the one who's doing all the shooting and all the killing. Why are you not focused on the opposition? You're going against, we have to get the peaceful people. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, to your point, ain't no peaceful drug dealers. But I'm saying, but to your point, Jamani, Vic saw Tommy, the all dangerous Tommy, with Diamond and with Jannard. Like, just tell Stacy, hey, Tommy is working with Diamond. The guy who's on parole. The guy who has a parole officer. You can just go to him and then arrest Diamond, and all this shit's over. And it's like, none of this is discussed. Like, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, there's pieces they're purposely not putting together. So there's a story to be told. There's an investigation that's necessary, and it's not necessary. Like, arrest Diamond, and no one in that crowd said, "You're the drug dealer, though. Like, you're the reason like this shit happened." Like why is everybody cheering on with his story of I stopped doing the bad stuff I did? Let's just
because they don't want to die, and they don't want their family to die. It wouldn't be me. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not saying nothing.
I mean, David. No one said anything.
I mean, there's not saying anything and cheering him on. Like, there's like people were like, yeah, and I'm like, what? Like this. You remember when Ghost gave a similar speech and that random ass dude in the back was like, I remember, right? And I was like, that made sense. Like, somebody's gonna be like, yo, you're the current drug.
So you want them to do the same thing they already done? So you want them to do exactly the same thing they already done?
I don't want a neighborhood like rallying around the drug dealer and that they know is a drug dealer. And like, wow, you know.
But he's speaking as far as like as a reformed drug dealer. Yeah. So of course everyone rallies against even the guy who probably did wrong. And like I saw this old interview they had, like this guy at this press conference. He's a former white supremacist, had huge swastika on his back, tattooed until he went to prison, and he saw the error of ways. He spoke in front of like some this like a black church and whatnot, and talked about everyone clapped for him. It wasn't one person like, no, you were that one racist prick or whatever who beat up black people. It wasn't that. Like, no, people love a redemption arc, you know, and I think that's what the crowd was looking at him as. Even though we all know he hasn't really redeemed himself, but the crowd is under the impression that he's redeemed himself. His parole officer thinks that he's redeemed off. I mean, he's redeemed himself. Why are you looking at me like that?
I think David is saying David is saying that basically that there are people in that crowd who know that Diamond is still a drug dealer, and that those people should have been like, nigga, you still selling drugs. Why are you lying?
No, at least the baby daddy could have been out there and been like,
but why would they be at that event in the first place? That doesn't make any sense. Why would those people be there?
Because their project got burnt down. Like, they're like, this is happening to our neighborhood.
No.
Like, I'm like, he was
the people who knows that he's still.
Yeah, but the people that know he's still doing drugs are drug addicts.
Thank you. They're drug addicts. They're not going to be at that event. That doesn't make any sense.
So you tell me no civilians in this neighborhood have any idea that he's still in charge of CI.
I'm sure that they do, but David, in the ghetto, okay, like, I'm not a ghetto expert, but I've seen enough shows and I've lived in the ghetto twice, unfortunately. You don't say anything. You don't say anything. Because, I mean, the next day your kid could have like a broken leg, or you could get shot, or
we definitely seen Diamond being one of those dudes. But let's go down that road.
Last episode, he was that guy. Last episode.
No, he choked out a guy because he's trying to fuck his wife. No, he's not that guy. All right, so like he was. I mean, so let's not do that. All right, he only attacked that dude. He's trying to fuck his wife. Period.
And he was.
And let's say he did. He absolutely did, didn't he?
And he fucked his wife this episode. I'm like, you know how mad I was. Also, again, it should have been Jannard giving that speech because, damn it, you picked the one actor who can't speak to give him a speech.
No, that was the funny thing because he went to a 13-year-old Vice for speech advice. Can you tell me?
Thank you. He went to a 13-year-old to be like, how do I speak to people? He's like, speak your truth, and he's like, I will. Thank you, little boy.
Why did it sound like John Coffey, like to drink?
He does.
He went to prison for drug dealing, and I don't drug dealer no more. And I love y'all, and we should be family.
What's that movie like? What's the movie like? It's like I be the pappy.
I like damn it. Damn it. I was like, no, man, Jannard should have gave that speech. Diamond sound like an idiot. Like, of all the things that happened off camera, that should have happened off camera. Like, I think so too.
I think he truly was trying to fuck. I mean, it's so funny too. When you say he was trying to fuck his wife, I was thinking of that YouTube clip with Tyrone. It's like, I'm Tyrone and I'm trying to fuck your wife. Like, remember that little video? Like, yeah, I'll send y'all some links, or whatever. But anyway, that's what.
But you know what? Okay. I gotta say, okay, as a woman, why does she give up the draws that quickly? I'm just saying. Okay, in the day and age now, maybe it's just me. Did men don't have to work for the cooch anymore? They could just be nice to your kid and teach them how to fight. Try fuck up your ex-husband or husband, and then you're like, pennies drop.
Yes, because you want to get pregnant so you can trap him.
No. The bullshit excuse that she gave for her not being with him anymore, I was like, we live together, but we've long not been together.
Yeah, like Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Yeah, it's like that. It's like
basically. And even with that, let's just go down that road. Black people stay married and separated for 20 plus years. I know my son's grandmother, when I met her son, his mother and father were separated for 25 years. And guess what? They had a baby after the separation. And she was 15 at that time. I was like, black people do this all the time. I don't know why this is a big deal. Anyway, let's move on with the show.
I guess the baby daddy was Will Smith last episode when he kicked Diamond out the house. Like I'm still mad even though we are separated.
He came home because that's his house. He came home. What the fuck are you doing in my house? He walked his son home, and then all of a sudden it's like, you leave this woman alone. She mine now. So she
because he's abusive. He's still abusive.
She don't even know that Diamond came to the rescue and choked out this man. So I'm saying, so she gave up the draws for the boxing lessons and the bullshit.
Absolutely, David, you're right.
Damn it.
How about just give her a Snickers bar? You can just give her a piece of candy. She's good. Drop.
She like, you know what? I likes you. Again, she don't ask no questions like, what did you do? Oh, I was in jail for drug dealer. Nothing. What do you do now? The women on this show have no standards.
I love that name.
Yes, that is cool.
Shanti, same thing. She's sticking by her piece of shit man, no matter what. Like she's like, that's my dude.
But she's a ride or die chick. You gotta have one in every show. Come on.
I'm waiting for the love triangle to come into play with the prison guard. Like, when is she going to find out that?
Thank you, Jamani. I texted that to Kim. I want to say, I was hoping. I was like, this all this fucking the Diamond is doing needs to mean something. Like, I want the prison guard, to your point, Jamani. I want the prison guard to come and see him with Mil. Then she's like, what? I can't be fucking with you and helping you with these drugs you fucking around. And then Tommy's like,
she would want to join in. That's how the show is. The show, like, can I join? And then she takes her robe off. And then that's how.
I'm like, you know what? Let's
remember this too. She is probably it's all about sex. It's like, I don't know. I feel like for some reason you put relationships with sex. The security, the whatever she is, correctional officer is having sex with Diamond. Okay, there's no feelings there. They're making each other feel good and they move on. So I don't think that the correctional officer is going to give a shit that he is fucking another woman. They don't have a relationship.
I agree.
Thank you.
I need it to be.
I agree. She did say that line.
I need all this on-screen sex to mean something. And it's
David.
People are feeling good.
David, the very first scene we got on this episode was them fucking. There was no dialogue, just moaning. Like,
wait, but again, that's whether we agree with it or not. That's a relationship. Like they're in a like Tommy. They're in. That's not the same thing. Like that's
Maria and Tommy are in a They want a relationship. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Diamond wants a relationship with the hot mama, right? But he doesn't want a relationship with the correctional officer.
No, he was in a relationship with this correctional officer and then said, I have to use her to get product in.
They weren't in a relationship.
No, they were not. They were fucking.
Yeah.
What relationship? It was just a
booty call. That's all they were. They were just booty each other's booty.
Thank you, Chris. Me and you see the eye to eye. Thank you.
Just because my mama is a nice looking woman and she has a kid, don't mean he want a relationship with this one either. I'm saying, like, he could just be like, we fucking too. I just don't want her to be abused. I'm not saying a relationship out of this, but we don't know. I'm just saying this Diamond's doing too much fucking. It's not going anywhere. It is irritating me. And I'm like, I need less of that. I need storytelling. But like I said, it was good drug dealing going on this episode. So we got to see where she seems like she wants what? It seemed like she wanted to give it up for the moment she saw Diamond. I would agree.
Oh, yeah.
Which is saying, where was Jesse James? She just needed the opportunity. Yes, I would say when she saw him in the barbershop too, she was like, "We're fucking."
Who'd you say, Jesse James? Well, I'm not familiar with that name.
That's the name of the black barber.
Oh, the old guy. Oh, yeah.
The old guy?
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't know they said his name, Jesse James.
Me neither.
Exactly, they didn't. Like the Shy, I had to read his name in the subtitles. I was like, why the fuck am I have to use subtitles?
Oh, you did subtitles. Okay, yeah.
I was like, damn it, this show. I believe that Kendra will tell Tyrone Reeves about Diamond chilling with Gianni and give her product. All right. Who's Kendra? Kendra.
What? Who is that? Wait.
Well, I think he's mixing characters up. DeMarcus, I think you're mixing some characters up. I think
Kendra will tell Tyrone Reeves. Huh? Who is that?
What? DeMarcus.
Are we on the same show, sir?
I think he's doing a multiverse of shows.
I don't know. I feel confused. But anyway, I'm just saying. Diamond doing too much. He's talking too much.
He's talking too much.
Saying they're terrible law enforcement. But again, like they acknowledge the fight at the thing. So that's something, I guess. What happened to the Asians and the and then like those Jews that they met last season? Since he's trying to bring all the drug dealers together, like what happened to them? I mean, like we can reach out to those groups. I mean, we still got teams out there that he's trying to bring. We are the world.
Didn't he tell Tommy no though? I thought those two groups said no.
Oh no, they're about the Dahlia. No. They all came.
Oh, with the Dahlia, but Tommy's not doing Dahlia anymore.
Yeah, but I think David's feeling like why still not try to reach out to him still.
Okay, maybe
that's something. A little continuity between the seasons. I guess I'm asking too much out of this show. I don't know. So Tommy's made no effort to avenge Liliana. This is also not a thing.
Because we need to let that go because it's annoying.
Or is it the end of the season? Okay. We're not at the end of the season yet.
Exactly. Claudia still can catch one.
Okay. My theory on that is she's gonna get it just like Spanky. It's just gonna be at the end of like episode 10. He's just gonna roll up and say, "Remember when I told you I was gonna get you back for that?"
Good seeing you.
That was a great scene, guys. That was a great scene.
Yo, what's up, Tom? Hey, man. Hey.
I was like, you know what, Jemani, my problem is that Claudia is like only one of the real main villains that this show has. I mean, really, like she going the distance. Like I think Vic was gonna kill that cop. I still say Vic dies this season though, but Claudia's going.
I disagree.
Claudia's making it to season 3.
I think they're trying to get rid. In my opinion, I think they're trying to get rid of the Flynns. I think they want that storyline over. I think this is what Gary is trying to do. I think Gary is trying to basically erase what happened first season. He doesn't act like it never happened.
People weren't filming the Flynns from the first season. People were not filming them. So I think I think they're all gone. They're all gone.
If you're right, then why introduce more people into their story, right? Because now Claudia got a girlfriend / partner for no fucking reason.
Well, they're gonna. Elise is gonna die. No, Elise is gonna die.
I mean, I honestly think they're trying to do that just to kind of bring more urgency to like how these characters are being built up just to destroy them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So which is kind of significant, especially when you destroy a person in a movie or a TV show in this case. So that's why they want to say, hell, they got someone who they really, really care about, which is why they did that whole backstory saying, you were my very first crush. Build them up, give them a backstory, make us feel sorry for them, and then take them out. You know what I mean? And then, so I think that's exactly what's happening here.
But
remember what Courtney used to always say? Courtney used to always say,
the correctional officer.
So man, Diamond be knowing these names.
Officer. Tyrone Reeves is Diamond's parole officer, and Diamond is Master Gianni. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So DeMarcus doesn't know his names. I just be like, yo, that PO.
Me too.
DeMarcus is always good with knowing the full names of these characters. So I just, you're right.
I
When
just
talk
knew
about
he was
people
out
who
his
don't have
mind.
names-
I was like, yo, you mixing up shows, bro. Like, what are you talking about? There's
Thank
no
you,
Tyrone.
DeMarcus. Sorry about that.
My fault, man. My fault. I mean, so Claudia's operation was confusing me. Okay, because where is she getting the pills from?
I don't know. I was thinking that too. I don't know because isn't it Vic is in charge of that, right?
So Vic is a lawyer said by the will he's in charge. So he's in charge of the legal stuff. Like he can't, he can't will the drug operation, right? But even that hasn't been touched. But anyway, last time we saw Claudia was talking to the Serbs about getting drugs, right? So I'm like, is the Serbs her supplier, and now she's giving it to Shanti. But then Claudia had a distribution network because off camera in episode 1, she was moving Dahlia, remember? And then Vic found out about it. So she had a distribution network. Now all of a sudden she has a supply, but she don't have any distribution.
But you got to think about it. You got to think about it. The distribution was for one drug. Like if you're Dahlia is different than pills, so there might not be a market for that with those people, huh?
I disagree. I mean, one, this network would have been put together before Dahlia was even brought to the table. So dealing is dealing. I mean, but I'm saying she acts like she had a network and no supply. Now she has a supply and no network. Oh, Kim is what? Kim said something. So I don't understand. Also, did anyone else think it was kind of weird that now all of a sudden the Serbs who used to be the Lobos level, they had their own product, is all of a sudden they're a customer of Shay? Like since when? They had the European Connect when the Serbs were introduced in book 1. They were the Connect. They had pills, cocaine, all that shit. Now all of a sudden they get it from the Mexicans. Like I'm like, what? I'm confused.
I'm like, unless it's some sort of recent development.
Hold on, Kim.
Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry. So with season 1, did they tell us that the Serbs were their own supplier? I don't remember. I don't remember that. Did they said that? Okay. Because Tommy killed a lot of Serbs last season, tons of them. So
okay. So to your point, Kim, last season, Tommy and Vic and them took the Serbs like supply location or some shit like in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they should explain that. But now you telling me that Tommy cut off the Serbs from their European supplier? Like that doesn't make sense. Like now, I mean, now the Serbs are the same level that basically Ghost and Tommy were. Like they're the middleman between their customers and the Mexican suppliers. And I'm like that doesn't make sense. Like because I thought they were at the Che level. I thought.
I think we're just hypothesizing, but I'm like, it's always cheap. Drugs are always cheaper, however close you can get it. So if they're getting it from Europe, the prices are going to typically be higher because it's a further distance. If they can get it from Mexico to Chicago, it just lowers the price.
But they make the stuff, like they are the producer, so that doesn't make sense. It's not like they were buying it. I mean, because when he introduced pills, when Milan introduced pills to Ghost and Tommy, he was like, these are this Oxy is cheap as fuck, because it was all domestic for them. So anyway, I'm just saying they just really didn't get into it. I mean, they wanted Miguel and they wanted the Serbs to be on the same level, so then Shay could cut off the supply, from everybody, which is the same thing they've done quite a few times. And I guess, but I'm saying it's just not consistent, as we know the Serbs to be.
But I'm saying like Miguel is selling cocaine and the Serbs are also selling pills. So that's why when he sat down with when Tommy and them sat down, he was like, I'm coming in with cocaine. And he was like, you guys don't even sell the same drugs as me. So why would it be a problem? And he's like, I just don't like you. So I don't want you in my territory. That was they're selling 2 totally different drugs.
Well,
so now that was last episode. Now this episode, in episode 7, now Che can now cut them off. And I'm like, how did how did they even start selling the same drugs when last episode at the table when Tommy gets up and says, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, try to stop me. It was
I don't know, man. Again, they're trying to build competition and drama between these two groups. I'm like, God damn it! Like, I'm just confused and I'm tired. I mean, I just what's going on here. The Serbians are in the middle, just like Jannard and Raheem and our corner boys in 4 season 2. Now all of a sudden, they're middle people, and I'm like, that doesn't really go together. But it's whatever. Also, so when the DOJ woman comes in again, we don't acknowledge that the head of the Flynn drug organization was murdered, and we should be asking questions like, who's taking over their territory? If the Flynn family was that big and law enforcement knew about it, they should be asking these questions. They should be suspecting that maybe Tommy killed Walter and get into that or something. And like, they just gloss over all that shit. So they're like, we just need to find Tommy.
I'm like all these people are getting murdered, shot. There's no investigation. Like there's not, like, at least there's a regular detective or something. And we're getting information for them because they're trying to solve the murder of the Flynns. And, we're the task force and we're working with them, or their information is being passed back and forth or something. There's no investigation into the Flynns massacre that happened at their house with Paulie and all of that whole situation. It's just like we just cleaned up the bodies and just went along like we don't care.
Kept it moving. And you know what else? You know what else didn't happen? Victor still has not saved Gloria's bar from being a strip club. Like that still hasn't happened. And Claudia didn't say, I got a strip club. I can move my own drugs in my own club. I said all that shit legally belongs to Victor. So what was the point of even that scene? I'm asking. What was the point of seeing all the naked ass women if Victor did nothing to redeem his woman? And now all of a sudden he hasn't even mentioned Gloria.
I think all it was just it being a drive for him to pull the trigger against his father. I think that's literally all it was. To us, it was supposed to be meant something more, but really for the showrunners, it was literally just to be like, this is how much I hate you, Dad. Like, and then I think that was pretty much it. Look, to your point, they haven't brought it back up, which
they did.
What it was.
They did. After he killed the father and he confessed to the cops, he then is sitting with the picture saying, I was gonna be out, but and Tommy did help us.
I'm talking about like talking about it in the sense of like actually going back to the strip club and that has not been brought back up in the sense.
Yeah, that has. It's just they just left that shit. I'm like,
not yet. Which tells me that literally was just a plot device to be like, oh, I fucking hate my pops. So make it much easier for him to pull that trigger.
That's a good point. Maybe that's what it was. It just, I don't know. Diamond is trying to relive his youth through Leon, and him choking out Jamal is what he wished he could have done to his own father.
Maybe. Well, yeah, his father was abusive, right?
Yeah.
If they would have flushed that, okay, they would have also. He's trying to fuck the mama, but I mean that's a good point too. I'm saying, but like if they put that together to be like, I hate you, Dad, and I'm gonna fuck mom. I mean, I'm gonna fuck your wife. Never mind.
Huh?
Yeah, that's some Freudian type stuff.
My fault.
Why couldn't you ever love me?
Lori Lewis is Stacy Mark's boss and is in charge of DOJ. So is that the woman from book 1? Because she didn't have the same stuff. That's why I think she is. I'm sorry. Is she this? Remember the woman who came to investigate the death of Lobos, and she had a partner. Remember her?
Is that Lori?
Is that the same? Hey, Marcus, is that the same one? Because she didn't have her southern accent. She had a strong southern accent in book 1.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was one of the. He was literally one of the henchmen in the background. Yeah. He got some facial surgery or something. He got his face done or something.
He looked different, right? Yeah, that's what I said. I thought his face was different. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess after leaving Jennifer Hudson, he just decided to get some work done. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he gets child support, so he's got some cash coming through.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess he got that child support. So
I mean, he has custody of the son. So
wait, I did not know that part.
He does.
Okay.
She's right. It's like it's normally the mom, but he has custody of the son.
Damn, I wonder what she did to.
And she does visitation. Some people don't want to be a full-time parent.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
I never thought that Hudson would be the type. I'm sorry, I know we're going to a different topic.
We get people get upset when we do this. So let's stay
Are
focused.
they really? Guys, we can rip
anyway, I can't. I don't. I got nothing to say for this show. But again, this was one of the better episodes. I'm trying to stay positive. I did like the drug dealing thing.
Even all the fucking, you were still good with this. I said, even with all the fucking.
I had to put that aside. I had to put Diamond's speech aside. I had to put the fucking aside. But Diamond's speech was probably the worst part. The sex is just like gratuitous. Like it's fine, but it's not going anywhere. But Diamond's speech, I had to fast forward. Like I was like, please, I don't want to see this again. I was like, no. Anyway. So Chris, anything else for this episode?
I just need to. I need them to hurry up with Miguel finding out that his sister is sleeping with Tommy. I don't know why. I mean, so this is no longer a thing. So yeah. I mean, hurry up and show that photo to Miguel because this is dumb. I hate that this is even a thing. So I just want this to get over with, you know, and just so we see whatever repercussions happen from that. So. That's pretty much it. Other than that, that was really the only thing I was kind of really annoyed about in this episode was just that. I was like, I can't, we can't see each other except I will come back to you again later on. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, just to tell you we can't see each other, and then I'm a dip. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna come to your place and say I almost got caught. I had to come to you in person, even though we do have cell phones. But now that I told you we can't see each other, now I'm gonna go again. Oops, I think I saw someone across the street taking pictures. I think, you're like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
And then why aren't you parking?
But anyway, I'm out.
But why wouldn't you park in the back? Yeah, why are you parking in front of the house?
Right, exactly.
Knowing my brother is maybe looking into us, I'm going to park my car that I'm sure he knows about in front of the place.
I thought when Miguel left, I thought it would have been awesome, and maybe I'm just thinking of like good people being great writers, whatnot. I thought as he was leaving Tommy's house, I thought he was gonna be like, I said, all right, see you around, Tommy. And then he's like, all right, Miguel. And he's like, as he's leaving, like, bye, sis. He just yells, bye, sis. And then as he's closed the door, like, and then like,
yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have
been cool, but that didn't happen because I'm just thinking about good writing here, you know. But other than that, no, that's all I got, brother.
All right, Chris, I see you for the changeling. Because why?
Oh God, yes, you will.
Yeah. All right, Kim. Anything else for this show?
I have this feeling, and it's gonna piss me off, but I think Miguel, because Tommy was shooting at the Serbs, right? Remember when the Serbs came to kill Miguel and his crew? Because Tommy took up for him, all of a sudden it's going to be okay for him to date Maria. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be that much of a big deal.
He took a bullet for her, and he's going to be like, you're cool now.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. I think he already knows because that pop-up visit, that was a reason. People pop up at your house for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just come over there to have that little conversation because he was looking around the house. If you notice, he was like looking around. And I was like, because he knows already. He knows where she's at. He knows she's probably hiding in that back. But he was like, okay, I'm going to act like I don't know. You know what I mean? So I think that once Jannar sends it, Jannar doesn't have the smoking gun that he thinks he has. So.
I hear you. I'm hoping you're right. And it's not just a big plot hole. You know that they're gonna drag this shit out. Well, I hope you're right. Kim, that he knew this whole time, and he's like, and like, that's a great way out, right? I'm not gonna kill him because he took the bullet for me, he saved me, and that kind of stuff, and so now he's family or some shit. And I can
not really family, but he's gonna be like, I'm gonna watch your ass. You better not do anything to my sister to hurt her. I'm gonna watch you, but I'm cool with you dating her for now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of those things. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, it's okay. And unfortunately for Joseph, his ratings are down. And I just love Joseph so much. And he's dedicated so much to Tommy, playing Tommy. I just hope that he gets at least a third season. And if that's the last season, that's fine. But I just want, you know what I'm saying? Because he's worked really hard to be Tommy, and he's done a great job.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's about it. Let's
They
go
might,
talk about the
they
most
might give
confusing show I watched all year.
well, you know, they might do him like they did Lorenz Tate and be like, you're a permanent, somewhat semi, you know, recurring character on book 2. I mean, so
Yeah,
so there's room for
could
him
do
as an
that.
actor.
Yeah, they could do that.
And
Yeah.
his character would make a lot more sense than Tate, you know, in relation to the
Yeah.
whole, it's just about the drug dealing piece. So they could, you know, he has options. You know, he has
Yeah, they
options
can
for that.
absorb him into Power Ghost. That's for sure. They could. If they, I think it may make more sense if Tariq and Braden went to Chicago and started again. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna start anew, and then Tommy's there to show them the way.
They come to Chicago for Tommy's assistance now that they're at war with, you know, with everybody, and he comes back to New York City, and he's like, "I got this," and then he stays.
Could be, yeah, could be.
And for some reason, he brings Kate and JP and D-Mac. For some reason. He packs up the whole black family. It's like, come on.
And, well, what about JP?
Just I'm saying, JP, D-Mac could come. D-Mac could join Stansfield and shit. I don't know. And it's like, you know, it's fine. And then he will be the reason why the show so many college scenes. It'd be interesting. But yeah, they got options. All right, Ken, I will see you for the Changeling.
Okay.
All right, Jamani, what you got? Anything else?
All right, so I got a few theories. As far as D-Mac goes, I think that here, go with me. I think that Shanti is more or less like Jukebox. She's going to find out where he is at some point, whether it's this season, next season, and she's gonna snatch him up because she don't like Tommy and, you know, hold him for ransom.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that.
And Claudia can't be trusted. I'm like, this whole backstory about, you know, you're my first crush, and I'm like, so she's your first crush. She's trying to, you know, get with you. No, let's take it slow. You know what I mean? Like, she's keeping her at an arm's length. Like, and she's like, oh, we can't, you know, do these clubs. And she's like, oh, well, my parents own a club and we can use that. Oh, really? Like, she didn't know that already. Like, is she's using her is just like she used the guy at the beginning of the season. Like, oh, this is a nice coincidence, and like I don't really think there's any sort of connection or love. It's just I'm going to use her until she's useless to me.
All right. But anything else?
As far as this whole Miguel Maria situation, I'm like, I think at some point the insulin comes is an injection that's in a syringe. Heroin, we've seen Gennard, you know, starting with the syringes. I think that those two things are going to come into play some sort of way. Like, either they're going to replace his insulin with heroin. Something somehow is going to hopefully play into those two different things. Some sort of way the syringes get mixed up or something.
All right. I mean, hopefully they bring it back. They put a lot of effort into it, at least. So hopefully that does.
Because we were saying he's seeing that Murray is there to give him the shots. Now he finds out that Murray is with Tom. He has all this information on all these different people, and he's just sitting on it. Is it going to mean anything ever, or is it just going to be like the Changeling?
We'll get to that, Jamani. we'll get to that. Anything else?
That's all.
Thanks, man. I see you for that show. All right, DeMarcus, I appreciate it. A great recap, Iron Panther Presents, and everyone. Thank you very much for everyone hanging out with us. And also, do you think Claudia and Shanti are going to get together? It's funny you should bring that up, because I actually thought this was going to turn into a love triangle. Like, I was actually thinking Claudia was going to make a pass at Shanti, and then we find out Shanti's kind of into that. And then Gennard is like, what the fuck? And then like something like that. I thought that was going to happen, but that didn't happen. Maybe that's still on the table. Maybe we got a threesome coming. I don't know. I'd be here for it either way. Shanti is just a loving girlfriend. That's just, y'all need to accept that. We put too much effort in trying to make her something that she is not. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I know we have some technical difficulties, but have been very loyal to us, and we appreciate all that. We're about to do the Changeling. I don't know what I watched, but we're gonna talk about it either way. So please come back and see that tomorrow. We got quite a few things. We got Loki. We got the Burial. We got Wake. And we got threesomes. And so Stacy Stacy and I are probably the only ones going to do that one. But we got all that tomorrow. So continue to hang out with us, and we will see you around. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching us in the chat.
I enjoyed the view very much. I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this. Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're going to be like, oh, shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go ahead.
Oh, shit. Stacy, do your thing. Fuck that shit.
Anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just going to end this broadcast and say bye.